Before we start this video, I just want to say a quick Happy Columbus Day and a Happy Thanksgiving today in Canada. I don't know if you eat turkey in Canada, but you want to know what? It's Thanksgiving. You can do whatever the heck you want. Happy Canadian Day and Thanksgiving Day in Canada. Canadian Day, I got chicken, that's a real holiday. And Happy Columbus Day to the U.S. Columbus, though, shouldn't really deserve to have a holiday. Thousands of people knew the world was round when he went out, and about 100 people had already been to America. So I do not celebrate Columbus Day. I say this day is Leif Erikson Day, Yargen Harden Narden, as SpongeBob once said. Alright, and with that, let's begin the video. Hello, YouTube. You know, I don't know why I should make these videos. Because the world's gonna end. You see, there are actually 500 volcanoes underneath the Canary Islands. Those islands are located off the coast of Africa and a few of Europe. If those volcanoes were to blow in a chain reaction, which some of them might just do any second now, it could cause a few. Not only would it be bad news for everyone on the islands, it would cause a few ripples in the Atlantic, caused by this slight displacement of water. Those ripples, the ones going westward, will travel across the entire Atlantic Ocean. And so, by the time, let's say, it gets to New York City, we take the amount of water times the miles, who knows? We could be dealing with a 5,000-foot wave, something right out of our worst nightmares. So if you grew up in the 60s and you bought a bomb shelter, now you can laugh, because you were smart. So this is my last video. I'm just going to say goodbye. Don't see the point anymore since we're all going to die. Goodbye, America. Oh, and one more thing. This is the RandomNewsCast! Yep, you thought I was insane, and I was true about the Canary Islands, but don't worry, we'll fix it. If I know anything about humanity, it's that we survive no matter what. Anyway, no glasses, I lost them, or anything, I don't know, I'm probably right behind me, I just don't see them. Also, new pen, because I actually dropped my old one, and I didn't feel like getting it. But, let's get into the news this week. Big news. Steve Jobs, if you don't know, and I have no idea how you wouldn't know, Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple, is dead. That's right, the man who created the iPhone, iPad, iPod, died of pancreatic cancer, I think Wednesday night, pancreatic cancer, 56. So, with that, several things happened. One, turtleneck sales skyrocket. If you don't know those were turtlenecks. People take bites out of apples and are leaving them in front of Apple stores everywhere. And people are, oh man, he's such a visionary, including my possibly favorite quote from him. People don't know what they want until you show them. Before we saw the iPhone, we were like, you know, I want a phone you can scroll and launch birds at pigs, even though that app didn't come out for several more years. He's smart, man. Alright, let's get into some other news. It's not exactly a good week. Not a quick one with best weeks ever. But here's a little thing. This school is not exactly a good high school in Massachusetts. Well, there was this AP math teacher, and he barely had like 5 students in his classes. Then suddenly the government comes and say, we'll give you $100 for every A you get in an AP class. His classes are filled with students. Now, I don't know what your opinion is on the government paying kids or whatever to get good grades. I'm very split on it, actually. Like I'm saying, there's definitely pros, but there's definitely like philosophical cons. I'm very split, but if you feel like it, leave a comment below on what you think of this. Alright, a few other things. We have, oh man, Henry, I don't know what that was about, but Phil Hill, also called UFO Phil. This guy's quite the character. Okay, so, now, you might know about the theory that the aliens built the pyramids. And this guy happens to be one of them. I was like, okay, decent amount of people believe that. Maybe you think you're a little freaky, maybe you don't. That's your opinion. But he took this to the next level. Not only did he say that it was built by aliens, but they were a power station. How is a giant burial 2-meter rock power source? I don't know. But anyway, not only has this... Okay, so first of all, this man claims we're going to be visited by aliens soon. We need to go to a power station. So here's what he's going to... First of all, he has uncovered this incredibly insane detailed blueprints that detail how to build this power station, how it works, how to do it, what things to use, everything. And that in order to build it, what does he decide to do? Let's build on an Alcatraz. And if you don't know what Alcatraz is, it's actually an island that houses an old prison that held a lot of famous prisoners. But it's closed down now, and it's tourists right in San Francisco Bay. And he has actually claimed that he has talked to the people in Alcatraz, saying that construction on this giant metal tower will begin sometime next year. He also states that it's going to be 600 feet wide, 700 feet long, and that part of this tower will be built on underwater pylons until you can build upon the island, put some more dirt in. And he's also holding a concert around the time that construction is supposed to begin. Does this scare you in any way? Not that aliens are coming, but the fact that this guy said all these things. I'm just gonna go through a quick list. One, I'm sure the government would love to see the schematics on this tower you have. Two, I am so sure that you called these people from Alcatraz. They're like, oh yeah, you can totally build on Alcatraz. It's not like it's a huge tourist attraction full of history, and I'm gonna let you build on it, even though we don't know whether aliens exist or not. You can build on it anyway. You can tear it all down. We don't care. Third, once again, I asked, I don't know what UFOs are powered with, but I seriously doubt stones. I'm gonna power a rock. I could go on forever, but I think you see my point here, how I think this guy might have one or two, might be an inch or two cuckoo, possibly on drugs, maybe not, I don't know. I'm not saying alien people are, but this guy took it to the next level. What is next? I really only have one thing left. Joseph Wilson in Florida decided to steal $174 worth of socks and underwear. And, oh wait, actually I'll save that for later. Henry Elmer decided to rob a bank with an undisclosed amount of money. He then went across the street to celebrate his victory with some beer and a pizza. Sadly, before this delicious meal could be served, he was then apprehended by police. Good job, Henry Elmer. You showed that you can pull off a successful bank job, yet you were so hungry with success that you just had to eat that pizza. What were you thinking? I forget what I was thinking. He was probably on drugs too. Joseph Wilson, he might be on drugs. The whole criminal world is on drugs. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this? Joseph Wilson decided to steal $174 worth of socks and underwear, and then he was arrested, making that his 100th crime. Wow. You on drugs, man. Well, that's all I have to say on the subject. So long story short, Canary Islands are gonna blow. Steve Jobs is dead. Some schools are being paid to do well. Bunch of guys commit stupid crimes, and aliens are coming. We're gonna build a tower in Alcatraz. That's what happens. That's what's been happening in the world this week. I'm SpinX711. Hit like if you enjoyed this video, and I am signing off.